All right, everybody, welcome back to DI. Why not take a moment to listen to a word from our sponsors? First, we have the like button. It's located right below the video. You can check it out, click on it, see all the great stuff it has to offer. Second, we have youtube.com/CaptainSparkles2, one of my 99,000 YouTube channels where you can find a plethora of many hours of live stream VOD gameplay. Check it out. Link in the description. Let's start off with number 19 on DI. Why not begin? I need a Barbie doll, but I want her to be handsome and not as popular as she could be. Pending. Luigi Barbie doll. Made him myself. I have more for sale like this one, if you're interested. If I order this one, does it include the Luigi with the Barbie head on it? Or is that sold separately for another $15? I just want to know if this is a package deal here, because we obviously have the inverse of this, and I kind of need both of them as part of the collection. So, if you could let me know, that'd be great. It only looks mildly uncomfortably dismembered there with a perhaps not entirely clean cut. Yep. Spotted on Facebook. Do you answer it leaning too? It's honestly kind of unique. I'd walk up to the store as a delivery driver and be like, is Harry Potter gonna answer this thing? I expect whoever it is to be holding a wand, and if they aren't, I'm going to be very disappointed. And if I look inside and there isn't a whole backdrop of MC Escher staircases that are just morphing all over the place, I will be very disappointed. At the very least, I hope that they have a bunch of MC Escher illustrations hanging on their walls and stuff. I'm not bothered. It's unique. It sets the house apart. Like, you know you're in the right place if on the delivery app your instructions are house with crooked door, and you're like, what does that even mean? And you're like, oh, nope, definitely that one. I know I'm at the right address. What kind of skin infection would you like? How to make simple tattoo machine with pen. Okay. Obviously, I'm slightly biased against this just as someone who would never be able to commit to having a tattoo. But if it's going to be something that's going on your body for the rest of your life, that is worth splurging on. Okay? Please go to a professional. Do not do this. For so many numerous reasons, I feel like I don't need to explain. This has too many likes. Too many people are excited about this. 3 million views and 26,000 likes. I hope all those people haven't gone and tattooed themselves with their DIY pen tattoo needle. Oh, no. I get it. It's interesting for science as a video of like, this is a cool contraption. Please don't do it on yourself. The children of my niece created this masterpiece, Rocket Girl. Would the children of your niece happen to be named Sid? I feel like we have a Sid every single month that we look at DIY. Not very aerodynamic. Honestly, you would fail if this was some kind of rocket science engineering class. What, you think that's gonna make it through the atmosphere and not just gonna break up? Think about on the way down, okay? Is that supposed to be a round trip spaceship? Probably not. I guess you'd have the boosters dropping off and stuff. But still, that bunch of hair on it? Why would you put hair on your rocket ship? What practical use is that? It's just going to incinerate, and then it's probably going to be moving at such high velocity that the incinerated hairs are going to puncture through the other body panels of the rocket, and your thing's going to explode. Absolutely abhorrent engineering. God, F. Failed. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Okay, we're just gonna have the thing where we cut the hole and we're able to... It's so specific to just this particular book. How many other Cyclops books are there out there? Also, can I just say that the two-eyed Mike Wazowski meme has me, like, not remembering the fact that Mike Wazowski has one eye in actual Mike Wazowski form. And I keep seeing the two-eyed one, and I'm like, oh, wait, that's how he looked. No, oh, he has one eye. You're right, that's the original. It looks weird now. I've seen the meme too many times. But yeah, not suspicious at all. Just want to show you all my new Mike Wazowski book. Anybody else love Monsters, Inc.? Nope, not taking random creepy photos for no reason. Not at all, that's not what's happening here. Just showing you all the beauty that is Mike Wazowski. Don't you love Monsters, Inc.? Great film. Accent chair listed for $150 on my local Facebook marketplace. It's amazing that I hadn't heard of the Facebook Marketplace before a couple months ago, and I was just introduced it because of Reddit videos. It seems like a gold mine of incredible finds, one of which someone is going to get, and it's going to appear years later on Antiques Roadshow, and it's going to be appraised for like $1 million. Someone's going to be like, I got this for like $5 off someone on Facebook Marketplace, and it's worth $1 million. This is the best investment I've ever made in my entire life. It has character to it. When they say accent chairs, they mean that the chair has many accents of different colors on it, not that the chair itself is to be used as an accent to the room. Neighbors have decided they wanted a LED window look in their modern ground floor flat with electrical tape. I don't actually know what a LED window look is. Are windows that have this sort of cross-hatching LED windows? Or did they actually mean windows that have bars on them? I've never heard of this terminology before. I'm sure it's a real thing. I just don't know. But, yeah. You know, I've heard of wrapping your car. A lot of people do that. Never heard of wrapping and pinstriping your windows with tape. It's an interesting choice, but I feel like if you're going to do it, you want it to be straight rather than squiggly doodled looking lines that you look at it and you're like, is this a Dr. Seuss house? What's going on with those windows? Is that a Halloween decoration? Not sure what's going on. Making your dirt bike fit on your truck bed. Honestly, it's kind of smart. If you take your dirt bike around all over the place, and that's why you have your truck, and that's what you haul in it, that's a great way to actually just have the thing be totally supported. Like, it's not gonna wobble nearly as much, because it's just like stuck right in there perfectly. I don't know, it seems pretty useful. And like, if you ever have to sell the thing, I'm sure you could get a new like flip up door there. It's probably kind of expensive, but I don't know. It seems smart. That's what the truck is for. Why not use it to the fullest? And they probably have something that they can just put on top of it and plug it up if they need to haul something that is bad to have in the bed for. So I don't know, it seems kind of smart. What the frick? And this is gonna be a plaster foot mold. Just watch. It's gonna be plaster foot mold. I bet it feels really cool actually when you stick your foot in. It probably feels really oddly satisfying. Okay, why a hand and a foot? Wait, why? Okay, I don't know why they're doing it that way. That's a strange combination. Okay. Is this gonna work well? And then they're gonna fill it? Is it a mold that they're... I hope anyone who likes watching feet is really enjoying watching this. How long does this go? Okay, they're gonna fill it. It's a mold, and then they're gonna get a hand and foot thing. Kind of strange. I kind of don't fully understand the motivation for it, but it works surprisingly well. Sunglasses made out of plastic knives. I mean, I could see how that would work. That's truly top-notch ingenuity right there. All you had to do was glue the tips of the knives together. It's mildly dangerous, the fact that you have knives resting on your nose, but they're just plastic. What's the worst it could do? Just shave a little skin off? God forbid you're walking by like a basketball court and a basketball hits you in the face as you're wearing your knife glasses. Yeah, I mean, just shave a little skin off as your nose gets compressed in by the basketball, but it seems worth in my book. I'm always in excess of chairs. All right, 5-minute crafts, boys. Here we go. God, I haven't looked at the rankings of YouTube subscribers in ages, and I saw a screenshot of it very recently. I love cutting my chairs in half. I did not realize 5-minute crafts has like 70 million subscribers or 60 million, something insane. 70 million people are subscribed to chopping chairs in half. Where did I go wrong? I mean, obviously I own 5-minute crafts because I own 99% of YouTube channels, but where did I go wrong? Why didn't I think about chopping a chair in half and hanging it on the wall as a shelf? I'm an idiot. It was so obvious. Bumper rockery. That's very original. I can't say I've ever thought of that one. I'm not surprised I didn't think of it. I'm surprised I never thought of cutting a chair in half and using it as shelving. Not surprised, I never thought of taking my damage on my car and turning it into a place to put plants. When life gives you lemons, make succulents in your car, on your car. I hope that eventually, like, it's there for so long that it, like, grows roots into the car to the extent where you could just, like, take off the plastic right there, and your car literally is eco-friendly. You got the tailpipe right down there, and then it just feeds right into those plants. Those plants like, I love exhaust fumes. And then they take it and they output more oxygen. And this thing, all cars need to have this. Honestly, all the eco regulations that are going into place, we've got the global particulate filters, which are coming into play. Noise levels have to be reduced in Europe, and then all the cars made for the European market reflect the same over here. Pretty soon, we're gonna have big planters on the back of cars, absorbing all of the exhaust fumes and turning it into beautiful, clean, fresh O2. Brilliant. Does the bathroom have a fan? Yes. I don't think I've ever seen that, but I guess what it's probably doing is it's, instead of allowing the moisture to go into the vent or the smells of you going into the vent, is kind of putting them right down back to you, which is potentially counterproductive, but maybe you could have it go the other way and it'll create just extreme suction and then it'll put it right into the vent. Maybe that's the point, is like there's just, the smell really lingers, and this way they can get it all right up to the ceiling, right into the vent. I don't know if it would work that way, but you could hope. Maybe, actually, it'd be really cool is if like it did work really well, and then while the fan is running, you could go, like if the door is closed to the bathroom, you could go put your hand to the little gap at the bottom of the door and you'd feel air like going in which case that'd be really effective. I kind of want to know the physics behind this and if it worked or not. Dad's life hack didn't make Mom as happy as he hoped. Was the goal to just make all the lunch materials more easily accessible? They can always just stay open, grab them easily. It doesn't look pretty, but I can see the motivation. It's like if you were working at a restaurant making to-go meals, I'm sure that all the supplies you need to effectively package would be very easily accessible, so that you don't have to be going into a cupboard every time being like, oh, guess I need another tray. It would just be right there in a stack. At the end of the assembly line, you just put the stuff in, you'd be like, all right, ship it off to the customer. So they're going for this here. Maybe they've got like 10 children, and so they really need to assembly line the lunch making process. How would you have time to make meals if you have like 10 kids? How would you have time to make meals if you have one kid? How did my mom handle having a kid, living with her full time and also work? How do you do that? I can't imagine, dude. This looks so disgusting. All right. Are we making like Lincoln Log hot dogs? Of course we are. Of course we are. Why wouldn't we? Is MD Originals the new 5-minute crafts, but it's on TikTok instead? I love hot dog log houses. I love painting my hot dog logs so that they look more wood-like. This is gonna be homemade French fries? I mean, that actually looked like it turned out pretty well, I'm not gonna lie, but it's a lot of sauce. I'm not... Okay, I mean, I guess... I feel like not everything has to be edible. I get it, it's cool because you like clean the plate off and it's like, oh look, the bowl was edible too. It's just like, it doesn't need to be. You can just not do it like that. Instead, you can just have a hot dog with the glorious bread that is necessary for every dish. But I mean, never thought about that. Hey, it's original, I guess. I haven't seen Lincoln Log dogs before, so next thing you know, you're gonna start seeing them at the stores, with them licensing the product. No shower head? Here, use a tap instead. Honestly, all you'd probably really have to do here is DIY a shower head attachment, and I'm really surprised they haven't done it. If you're gonna go so far as to DIY just putting a sink faucet as your shower, which at the end of the day would work, just not as convenient, why don't you DIY yourself a shower head? You could probably just, I don't know, get a cheese grater or something like that and somehow get it so that the water evenly fills up and then enters the cheese grater head, and then you have a DIY shower head. You might as well at that point. This is just, you went halfway. You were like, all right, well, we don't have a shower head around, so let's put it, why, I don't know why they have just a spare sink faucet around, but anyway, we'll do that, and then we're not going to bother to actually distribute the water across a larger scatter shower head area. This is basically what a shower is before you attach the shower head, just a pipe with water. You just had to go one step further, that's all. And the top for the last month is a meta post. So really the shower head was the top. But anyway, we'll check it out indeed. 5-Minute Crafts be like, haha, we don't care because we have 70 million subscribers and that's just on YouTube. We probably have more on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook and all that stuff. Good God. I'm not salty. You're salty. I mean, these are good ideas so far. I love a good sock lunch. Delicious. Good job, Nicole. Great parody satire. Much appreciated. Next time I have cold feet, I will definitely throw my socks on the stove. Probably don't do that. They might catch fire. That would be bad. People will be mad when you burn your house down because you're like, I wanted to make my feet warm with hot socks. Don't do that. Okay, thanks for watching DIY. Make sure to like if you liked. Check out the playlist if you want to catch more of this subreddit. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell. All that good stuff. Check out Captain Sparkles 2 for many hours of content. See you next time.